Hi, in this episode of Toysbackzen, I'm going to be talking about my experience of ordering my toys through a pre-order and the reason why I don't do it anymore. I'm going to get very specific in details of a toy company that I dealt with here local to me and the reason why I will never pre-order again and the 3 years that I experienced with this toy company. So let's get into this. Back about 3 years ago, we can all remember the problem we had with collecting toys and not physically being able to buy them and having to go online. And I found a toy company that was about an hour away from me, Northmen Collectibles. And so I made an account with them. And I didn't buy from them right away, but soon we found out that the retro Star Wars figures were coming out, the Wave 3, the Mandalorian figures. I was super excited to get these figures. And I did notice that the toy company that I just made an account with, Northmen Collectibles, had these figures to be released on May 8th of 2021. Here it was, October 31st, and I pulled the plug. I was super excited to get these, but if we go back probably a month, Northmen Collectibles had changed the name to NMC Toys, and they had expanded their company. Now, that should have been a red flag, but I went anyway and I bought these toys because I wasn't thinking anything of it, and I used e-transfer, which was probably my first mistake in this transaction. I got the full wave of figures, but I also purchased another Mandalorian figure just to have on card. Months went by, and finally May came. Specifically, May 8th came, and I noticed on their website that the figures were still not released. I waited a couple more weeks, I checked the website, and again the figures were still on pre-order. So knowing that things could be a little slow, I reached out to them just to ask if we were going to get these figures. And they gave me an answer about how Hasbro was just getting some of them in stock and they wanted to get all of the whole wave before they sent them out to the customers. And at the time, that seemed like a reasonable response to me, so I decided I would wait a little longer. And also they said that on their website, if it says ETA or still pre-order, it just means that they have not received them yet from Hasbro. So I decided to wait a little longer. Meanwhile, looking on their website, I kept looking at these figures. Here's a retro Boba Fett figure that they still have on their website, the date that this video has been released, and it still says ETA 2022. So I decided to go on Toys R Us, and they had the retro collection multicolored Boba Fett prototype figures, and I decided to get 2 of them. And I thought, hey, it's Toys R Us, nothing can go wrong there. And I get this email saying that they canceled my order and they were going to give me a 40% off. I reached out to them and said, can you give me more details on the reason why my order was canceled? And they said that there was an error and they would still be getting more figures around July 25th and asked if I would still like to get those figures or would I prefer to keep my order canceled. Well, the fact that I didn't cancel my order in the first place, of course I told them I wanted my figures and I didn't mind waiting a little bit for them. But soon I get a response to the fact that I wanted my figures, and they said I'll be updated, and then I get another email saying that my figures were canceled in error, and I got the email that was sent to me in error. So they said I could go to my local Toys R Us and pick them up in person. I just have to call the Toys R Us in my area, which I did. And do you remember the 40% off promo code that they gave me? Well, while I was there, they had the Mandalorian retro figures, the ones that I was trying to get from NMC Toys, and I ended up purchasing some of them using that code. They didn't have all of them in stock, but they eventually got all of them in stock. And in the next couple weeks, I did manage to pick the whole wave up. Which brings me back to the NMC company. After emailing them for almost over a year. You can see May 2nd, I send them an email saying I'd just like to get a refund or a credit, and I finally get a response back saying my account did not exist, but my order number existed, and all I needed to do is make an account and I could do a credit and buy something in place of what I had for the pre-order. Now, with all of the emails I sent to them, I would always receive this message, and I get them more and more often. We appreciate you following up on your order inquiry or potential purchase. We're doing our best to get to everyone as soon as possible. Please keep in mind we are currently dealing with a higher than usual volume of incoming emails, and I wondered if the reason why was because everybody else was having problems with NMC Toys. Then I received this email. There's absolutely zero need to create an account to have an item or order refunded to a store credit. In order to receive a refund, you simply need to contact this email address and inform me of the request alongside the order number, which I did many times. And you can see that this person that responded, Austin, this name will be very important later on in this video. But I went ahead and I took the credit and put it towards items that I knew they had in stock. And I got a bunch of stuff that I wasn't super excited about getting, but I just thought, hey, if I can use my money that they have to get at least something physical, that would be great. And because I was supposed to have free shipping, I decided hopefully that I could get my items, I would pay for the shipping anyway. And you can see here, here's an example of what you will see on their website when they have it in stock. It will say on the bottom of the item, these are actual photos of their website, you'll see released. Now I waited for a while and I did not receive my items. So I got back to them again. Just checking my order, everything was in stock. Why have I not received it? And on their website, it explains specifically what all of their little legends underneath mean. And it does say how long it does take for NMC to process your order. And here you'll see 1 to 3 business days if the item has been released. So I sent them, spammed them several emails, kept spamming them emails, just annoy them a little bit, and of course I received the same response. Please keep in mind we're dealing with a very high volume of incoming emails, a high volume of inventory, and that he also blamed it on COVID. And then I realized I've been scammed. I actually went to my bank, but it had been over a year, and because I used an e-transfer, they couldn't reimburse me or they couldn't go after him. And then I found a Facebook page called NMC Toys Survivor, and there's hundreds of members on this website saying the same thing, that this Austin guy, he goes by a lot of different aliases online, and he has scammed hundreds of people in the last 3 years, thousands of dollars of items that have not been sent to them. And you'll see that NMC Toys still has a website. I still get emails saying that they have new stock. And if you look on Google Maps, you'll see that this is his address. So I don't know if he's working out of his home or he's just not around anymore. So I hope this video helps you guys stay away from this company and also help you see red flags about when you're buying things online and you're pre-ordering things. I hope that some of these red flags will help you make a decision whether you think the company that you're dealing with is a good company. I do also encourage you to go on that Facebook page and check out everything that's on there, and you'll see that everything that I've said is pretty accurate to what happens to most people that have bought items from this company in the last couple years. So thanks for watching this episode of Toysbackzen. Please like and subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments down below if you've run into some of these issues with small toy companies and if you've been scammed by them. Do you like to do pre-orders, or are you like me now and just buy what you can get in hand? So thanks for watching this episode, and Take care. Bye.